What's up? I'm Tisha. This is Lipstick Diaries podcast. This is the very first episode. Oh wow, I'm super excited. I got a lot of good content lined up for you guys throughout this season. Um, Hoping you guys enjoy it. Before we get into smearing any lipstick and then getting into the specifics of things, I like to start off with positive words. Um, Listen, don't be afraid to meet new people. This is going into what my topic is for my episode. Don't be afraid to meet new people. Sometimes your blessing is in meeting new people. And it's okay to keep the same friends and family that you've known your whole life or for a long time. But don't let that deter you from meeting new people and having new experiences and learning new things and putting you in new networks either, because sometimes that's what's needed, especially depending on what you're trying to do in life. You can't have that no new friends mindset because it's going to hinder you. So meet those new people, go to those new places. Don't be afraid to join new conversations and, take offers from different people. Now be mindful of it, which we'll get into more in the episode. But don't be afraid to do that. That's part of life, to meet new people. Don't let this new society tell you that ain't no new friends and no, we ain't doing all of that. That's dumb. Don't do that. So, jumping into the episode, I like to go into detail about what lip gloss I'm wearing and lashes if I'm wearing them, or if they're a specific brand. But as far as lip gloss, this is by Britt Beauty. You can see it here. This is the color Humble. It's a nude color. It's really nude, very sheer. It was slightly matte, and I didn't really want to do matte. So I did add a little bit of shine to it, but I just put clear gloss on. So this is the color. It's very nude. Very good consistency, because I don't like super thick lip glosses. So this is perfect. So shout out to Britt Beauty. Check her out. I'll be putting her information down in the bottom. As for my lashes, they are from Beyond Unik Beauty. This particular style is called Melrose. I actually have my own style called Tisha through this brand as well. But right now, every single style is sold out. I'll tag the page anyway so that you can follow the page and that you can stay in the loop for any updates of when she does restock or have any new inventory. I'll put her information down so you can at least follow her and get that going. But as of right now, all styles are sold out. Sorry. So, okay, now let's smear this lipstick. So, my episode today is called "What About Your Friends?" Okay, and I want to just talk about friendship, because in my intro, I stated that I'm just a female. I chill with a group of friends, and I made that kind of clear. Well, my friends are what I like to call legacy friendships. I've been knowing these people legit, if not all my life, a good portion of my life. And some friends knew, they came along around the college time, and they came around later in life, but they, proved loyal, proved to be a good asset to my life. So I decided that they would be a good asset to keep in my team. Now I will say this. I'm not the type of person to go out looking for friends. Like, I make friends organically. Okay. It's not hard for me to make friends, but I don't call everyone a friend. So I titled this episode "What About Your Friends?" because I want to talk about the dynamics of creating friendships and how some people long for friendship and they can't get it. But this is what this episode is about. So the first thing I would say about friendships is, don't go into it looking for friends, okay? Because whenever you go into something looking to become friends with somebody, 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up in a group of people that's not for you, okay? Because some people pick up on the fact that people want friends and they play off of that. So you got to be mindful of that. You want to be around people that's like-minded, like you, people that like to do the same things you like to do, people that like to go to the same places you like to go, people that kind of have somewhat of the same belief systems as you, somewhere where you'll fit in. If don't go going trying to be friends with people that you ain't got nothing in common with, just for the sake of having friends. That has happened. Also, a lot of my friendships came from being at work. Now that definitely didn't happen on purpose, because I'm the type of person where I don't go to work looking to make friends. In fact, I don't want no friends from work. But I have probably about a good 4 or 5 friends that came from different places that I worked throughout my life, and they proved to be long lasting friendships. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, don't go to your job sitting around literally trying to make friends with these people, because you got to remember that it's a job first and foremost, and two, people play for keeps. So people can act like they're your friend and really be feeling you out just to see what they can use against you. So be mindful of that. Okay. But back to meeting new friends. Like I said, you want to get people that's somewhat like you. But see, this is the problem. I think what it is a lot of people are having a hard time finding friends because they don't know who they are. That, you know, if you don't know who you are as a person and you never really sat down to say, what do I like? Where do I like to go? You know, if you know you like to travel, if you know you like to go to church every Sunday, just for something to say. If you know you like to get your nails done, you know you like to go out to dinner every now and then, you like to go out to the movies, um, you like to go on double dates, then you need friends that like to do the same things, right? Because then it'd be easier for y'all to have something in common, to have some kind of conversation and dialogue that should come up, just in casual conversation. Don't go up to nobody just ask them, hey, do you like this? Hey, do you like that? Just just let it flow. The easiest way to make friends, like I said, it's organically, is to let it flow. My most truest and my most organic friendships is because we really weren't even trying to be friends. One of my good friends, be honest, quick story time. One of my good friends, shout out to her. Her name is Dorothy, whatever, and she owns Shoe Crazy, so I tag that down there too. If you pay attention to my promo video for this podcast, all of my shoes in that podcast came from her. That promo video came from her. So me and her worked at a cable company together, and we were trying not to be friends. Like, we were trying not to talk to each other because we didn't want to be the two black chicks that linked up, and of course they're friends. We didn't want it to be like that, so we actually avoided each other. Like, we didn't talk to each other. She went one way, I went another way, on purpose. And it's funny that after we became cool, and we became cool just because she asked me if I knew somebody who knew how to braid hair, and I said yeah, and it was inevitable. We was going to be friends because that conversation came up, and we was cool ever since. But when we sat down and we talked about it, she was like, oh my God, I was feeling the same thing. I didn't want to say nothing to you because I didn't want to be the black chick that was only gravitating towards the only other black chick in there. It was another chick there that was black too, but we were already cool. So she felt like I didn't want to gravitate towards them, and it looked like the only people I'm trying to be that I'm only willing to talk to is black people. So we literally did this thing. We didn't even talk to each other on purpose and still end up being friends. But see, it flowed organically. Neither one of us forced anything. She asked me a question, I gave her an answer, and it went from there. Because I think she had on an outfit that I really liked. And I was like, I like your outfit. She's like, oh, I got it from this. And, we just started talking. Okay? So that's what I mean. The workplace is probably one of the best places to find friends, just because you're with these people all the time. And eventually you'll feel them out, and you'll kind of feel a connection with certain people. So it probably will be the better place to find friends. But what I'm saying is, the workplace can also be a place with messy people. So be mindful of that, and just play your cards right in the workplace. That's all I'm trying to say. Because I done had some incidents in the workplace where you think we cool, and behind closed doors, these folks don't even like you, or they undercutting you, going to HR saying you did this, you did that, and smiling your face the whole time. Whatever, stuff like that. So just be mindful of that. Okay. The second point I want to make is, sometimes people don't have friends because of who they are as a person. To you, you may perceive yourself as one way, but everyone else perceives you a different way just because of the way you carry yourself. So you may think in your mind that you're pretty sociable and you're pretty, approachable, but to other people, they may feel like, man, she closed off and he don't really say nothing much to nobody. I don't really want to be bothered with him. I don't really want to say nothing to him. So keep in mind that you may not necessarily be approachable either. I'm not saying to change who you are as a person, okay? What I'm saying is, if that's something that you're looking for, you have to think about these type of things, because you got to think about if the shoe's on the other foot, and you were, say you had your group of friends, you know, set friends, whatever, and you saw a person that was kind of always standoffish, always to themselves, you're not gonna really, you know, go out of your way to really say much to them, because you don't want to feel like you stepping on their toes or you in their way. So that's another reason why some people may not, you know, be so eager to approach you, because, and it's not that you're a mean person, but it could be just because you just give off this vibe that you don't want to be bothered. So um and when I say, you know, become more approachable, sometimes that may mean you may have to actually jumpstart conversations, you know, to make people feel like, oh, okay, you know, maybe I misread her, you know, maybe I, you know, that was my fault. That happens because I've done that before to people. Prejudged them or pre-read them based on something small, and then got to talking to them and it was like, oh, they really are, you know. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind, that you do want to make sure that you are approachable, and that you're easy to talk to, you know, because it's kind of hard to build a friendship with somebody who we can't even get a conversation out of. So just think about that. And this is only for if you're looking for friends. And I'm just going to go. The reason why I can do this is because I have so many friends. Like, and I really shouldn't say that. I have a good set of friends, but I have a lot of associates. I have a lot of people that I'm cool with, and I can really rock in any kind of any group of friends, really. So this is really for people who I see, man, I wish I had a group of friends to do this, or man, I wish I had just one friend that I could go and, you know, get drinks with. This podcast is for you, okay? I'm just trying to give you some tips and things to watch out for, if you're embarking on this friendship journey, okay? So I said you want to make sure you check your approach. Um, I'm gonna tell you this too. I'm gonna tell you this right now. My next point: if you thrive off drama and you tend to be a messy person, people don't feel comfortable really saying nothing around you because you got that vibe. That's gonna stop a lot of your good friendships right there. Because, see, you gotta think about this. Anybody that's okay with listening to gossip all day, every day, and anybody who's okay with listening to you tell somebody else's business or instigate some things or stir up the pot on situations that don't need to be stirred on, they probably not no better than you. Okay, so if you looking for this group of solid friends who ain't never going nowhere, they down for you because you down for them, you got to cut all that out. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I know for me, I don't want to be around nobody like that. Like, and if you start exhibiting those traits, I'm like, hey yo, I know you got something you could be thinking about and working on, because you putting too much time into this. Sitting on Facebook all day, going back and forth between people's posts for hours just to talk about it in a group. I ain't gonna say I ain't never did it, you know, like I'm perfect. We've all done it before, but if that's something that you do as a hobby, like it's literally like something that you do on a regular basis, just understand that's gonna play a part in you not getting where you want to be friendship wise, because people want to feel like they can trust you. Like, I know for me, if I don't feel like I can trust a person as a friend, I don't call them a friend, and I won't tell them nothing, and I won't put them around people who we want to have a conversation with. We can't bring her because she talks too much. Your stuff will be all over Facebook. So, you know, these are things that you have to think about too. Um, Long story short, you're gonna have to reevaluate yourself as a person, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's okay to have the self-love thing and to love on yourself and to really appreciate the positive, you know, parts and pieces of you. I'm down for that. I think you should do that. However, you have to also, if you want to become a better person and self-improve, then you got to purge yourself of those ugly traits that really is not all that pleasant to other people. So if you know you had these habits and you know you had these traits, it may be time to really think about putting some of that away, because a lot of that is high school. A lot of that is some stuff that I expect girls in high school or maybe early college to do. You know, not in the age that we in now. That's kind of too much. So, just think about that. Just, you know, think about that. um, I will say this. This is my next tip. Don't get into the habit of buying friends, okay? Because some people feel like, well, if I pay for this, and I buy that, and I get them this, and I get them that, they'll be my friend. Do you really want friends that you gotta put money up for? Like, personally, I don't put money up for friends until we've been friends for a minute. Like, I'm not saying come your birthday, I just want to get you a car. I won't get you nothing. But I'm definitely not doing what I do for my friends. Now, what I do for them, that's because you got to understand the tier of friendship. Like, these are friends that's been around, like I said earlier in the podcast, for years. And they do the same for me. You got to let people prove to you that they're going to get in return what you give to them. You got to let people reciprocate. Like, you got to let people show you that you not only an asset to them, but they're an asset to you. So don't go hastily, hey, everything's on me and I'm paying for this. Don't listen. I'm telling you what I know. It's a nice gesture, and for a person with compassion, they would appreciate it, and they would think about that and keep that in the back of their mind and want to do that at some point in time when they're able to. But because it's too easy to get people to really use you and get people who don't have your best interests at heart and who don't mind using you, I'm telling you, don't do that, especially so early in the game. Just give it some time. Like, I know I'm like that too. I'm very kind-hearted, and I love to buy things and do things to my friends, just to make them feel good, or make their birthday specials, or make the holiday specials, or whatever, and that's fine. But you got to do that with people that ain't out to use you and ain't out that'll run you dry. And then when you don't got nothing else to give, they ain't nowhere to be found. That's why I said don't do that. That's why I said give it some time and feel these people out. And let's see what kind of cards they playing first. Because you doing all that and you putting out your Joker card and they ain't got nothing but clubs. Like, so just relax. Just relax. Don't feel like you have to buy your way into anyone's friendship or buy your way into anyone's circle, because you don't, There's ways to make friends without putting up a bunch of cash, is what I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to do that, especially so early in the game. Like, if y'all been friends for a minute or if you've been cool and people are doing it, that seems to be the dynamic of the group you're in, and you want to do it too because you can do it, cool. But I'm saying don't start your friendship off like that, because eventually it's not going to be a friendship. Eventually it's going to be you the person everybody go to get what they want, because they know you'll give it to them. You ain't, in their mind, you ain't really their friend, but it works for them. Don't get used like that. Don't even get played like that. That's not right. So keep that in mind. Okay, we're not buying friends. Okay, friends ain't supposed to be for sale. Okay. Okay. My next tip is, hey yo, if you got a problem running your mouth a lot, you have to learn how to shut your mouth if you want friends, dog. Because one thing I can't stand is if I tell my business to you, and somehow your boyfriend know about it, or somehow somebody else that I don't know about my business, I'm gonna be irritated, and I'm gonna check you on, like, why is something that I told you coming out of their mouth? Why they got an opinion on something I told you? If you find it hard to hold water, or you find it hard to not discuss a conversation that was had with said people with other people, yeah, that ain't gonna work either. Okay, because I'm telling you what I know. I've seen it happen. It's happened to me, so I know people do it on a regular. But I'm trying to tell you to purge yourself of these habits now, because everybody claim they want to be a better person for whatever their purpose may be, for whatever reason they want to be a better person. That's not my business. But I'm telling you that I've seen these posts and I've seen these. Oh, sometimes I wish I had friends, but I'm telling you how to get them, okay? And I'm telling you why you may not have them, okay? So if you run your mouth too much, you do a whole lot of this. Like, I tell you one thing, and your boyfriend know about it too, girl, we got a problem. Cause I ain't tell him for a reason, okay? I don't know him, and then how you know what I told you indirectly don't affect him. So that's why if you got a bad habit of running your mouth, I'm gonna tell you need to fix that, because don't nobody want that friend that just run their mouth way too much. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna be one that's left out of everything. What's gonna happen is it's gonna be a group setting, and everybody gonna have a conversation. You're gonna be like, wait, what happened? And they're like, oh yeah, never mind, because they don't want you to know. Then you're gonna feel left out. That's gonna cause a whole nother rift. That's what I'm telling you now, to fix that situation now, to fix that and kind of purge that habit early in the game before you venture out into this journey of building friendships with people. Okay. Um, my next tip is this. This tip is not for people who looking for friends. This tip is for people who have friends, but different groups. If at all possible, keep those groups separate. Telling you what I know, okay? Keep those groups separate. Or if you know the personalities and the attitudes of this group, and you know the personalities and attitudes of this group, and you know certain people can mix with this one, certain people can mix with that one, that's fine. Do not mesh those groups together like that. That's gonna be a problem. That is going to be a problem. Trust me. Because all personalities don't mix, and you gotta understand it's a reason why you got two groups of friends. It's a reason because you met them. Let's say these your college friends. Okay, let's say this side is your college friends. You met them all through college. Y'all been banging since. This group of friends you met at work. Okay, the only reason y'all kind of came into contact with each other is because y'all both had the same job. Well, putting those together could be a problem. For one thing, y'all don't have the same. You are the only thing they have in common. Okay. So, and the only reason why they may play cool is because of you. The last thing you want is a group of friends, a so-called group of friends, the only reason they even cool is because of you. So, to me, that's not a friendship. That's just a very uncomfortable circle of friends that's trying to pretend like they cool with each other because there's one person that they really care about. All collectively as a group, they care about this one person, so they're trying to be a group of friends. That's why you don't mix friends. If anything, keep them separate so that you can keep the peace. And I know somebody probably saying, "Well, we are grown and we should." Yeah, I hear all that, but what I'm telling you is what I know. Okay, all personalities don't mix. Okay, all attitudes don't mix. And I'm not saying if you had a birthday party, you can't invite this group because you invited that group. I'm talking about more major things like you constantly trying to put them together, or you trying to plan trips with them all at the same time. That's gonna be a mess. You're gonna be irritated. Telling you what I know, okay? I'm not talking about stuff I don't know, y'all, okay? A lot of stuff I'm telling you is because I either been through it myself, which more likely that's been the case, or I've seen it happen, okay? Keep it separate. Keep it separate. Sometimes you can kind of gauge, like, I think so-and-so would like so-and-so, so I think I can put them together. That's fine. I'm talking about merging two groups together. Like, no. That's going to be a mess. Because you got to understand, like I said before, you got two groups of friends for a reason, okay? And so you share a group of things in common with this group, and then you share a set of things in common with this group, but they may not be the same things with both groups. So when you try to merge them, it clashes. It's like, well, I didn't even know you did that. Like, I didn't even know. It just causes more confusion than what it gotta be, is what I'm trying to say. So that's my tip for those of us who have friends, have different groups of friends. Keep them separate. Now, if it's your birthday and you throwing a little party, then yeah, that's fine. I'm not saying they can't be around each other at all. I'm saying don't continuously try to put them together. Every event you inviting both of them. Every event, every trip. It's like, no, don't do that, because somebody's gonna be made to feel uncomfortable. Probably you. So I would say, hold off on that. The next tip I would say, this is going back to people who are looking for friends. I know social media is a heavy thing right now. It's kind of like our way of life right now. But all I'm gonna tell you is please be careful. If you meeting people on social media, that could be dating, and I don't want to get too much into dating because that's a whole nother episode I got for y'all. But even meeting females, listen, y'all, we got females out there who are literally traffickers. Okay. Pretend like they your friend, smile up in your face, like every picture, comment on every picture, DM you good morning, hope you having a good day, all this crap that for someone unsuspecting that would look like they really trying to be my friend, right? Then y'all meet up, and now she done link you into some other stuff. Be careful. Is all I'm saying, y'all. Okay. be careful. Just be mindful. Be mindful. Don't be so quick to link up with people from social media. I'm not saying meeting people from social media don't work out at all. I'm just saying you got to be a little bit more cautious of that, because um, safety reasons that can go wild. That can, and that's all jokes aside. We're not laughing. I'm dead serious about that. It's been a lot of stories about people who met someone on Facebook, and they met up somewhere and meeting up at these odd places, and all of a sudden she like, oh, let's meet at this place and meet at that place, and all of a sudden you knocked out on the bed, drugged up, and you and somebody's sex ring, or better yet, just being murdered and robbed and killed. Just all I'm saying is be mindful, because a lot of that's happening. That's not a lie. That is real deal our life right now. Okay. And I don't want to hear about that happening to nobody else. That's especially someone, all people trying to do is meet new people, and they gotta have this, fear, like maybe not, maybe. And I hate that it gotta be like that, but just, you gotta use your discernment and use your discretion with that, please. And if you don't do that, have your mom or dad, or if you got siblings or cousins that you cool with, have them know where you are, okay, and get them as much information as possible, so if there's something did happen and there's something not feeling right, they can make a move, okay. Which brings me to my last point. Listen, if you got siblings, I don't know what it's like to have siblings that I'm not cool with, because me and my brother are tight. But if you got siblings and you got cousins and y'all tight, those are your friends. I know sometimes, we be wanting, like, but sometimes cousins and sisters and brothers, those be the best friends, because they know you the most. Like, they've been with you literally your whole life. They've been with you, okay? And so if you got that dynamic and you got that circle, don't feel like you gotta go look for more friends. Because I'm gonna tell you this: the less, the better. Okay, I rather have quality friends than a high quantity of friends. Okay, so I know people who their best friends are their sisters. Their best friends are their cousins. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. That if that works for you, that's how it should be. I got family that look out like friends. I keep forgetting that we cousins. I be forgetting that we even related, because it's like I feel like we just best friends, But if you got that, hey, you good. You don't have to. What you want to look for more people for? You got built-in friends. You ain't even you ain't gotta do no work. I understand wanting to meet new people, but like I said, having family as friends is a whole nother level of elite. Like, I mean, like I said, my brother is one of my best friends. My cousin is one of my best friends. I got female cousins that I'm real tight with. Other female cousins that I'm starting to grow tight with, and to me, that's the flex right there. But I understand wanting to meet new people. That's why I wanted to do this podcast. Just want to give you some tips on what to do or what to look for. Personally, I like my friends to be financially stable, because I'm not going to be sending them. I'm not going to be PayPal and Venmo and Zelle and Cash Apping every week, because you can't seem to get this together. I understand helping people from time to time. That's not a problem. I don't mind doing that. I'm talking about every time I get paid, you getting paid. No. I like people with a sense of adventure, people that want to have fun, people that love to laugh, friends that like to drink wine and drinks, because I like to have wine. I do get drinks from time to time. Friends that like luxury items like me. I like luxury shopping, okay? I like luxury everything. So if you a penny pincher, you probably not going to be my friend, because I put the money up for whatever I want. I like friends that like to travel, friends with a sense of spirituality, good spirituality. Nah, okay. um, and friends who are open minded, intelligent. We can have conversations about everything. Those kind of friends I got. And I didn't pray for these friends. I didn't do nothing. If people ask, like, how did you get these friends? I really don't know, because they've been around my whole life. Like, I didn't pray for any friends. They just kind of came around and they stuck. And we water our friendships and we nurture these relationships, and we've been with each other through. These are friends that see me at my lowest, when I didn't have a dime to my name, and friends who see me at my highest, when we balled and we had a good time together. So those are the friends that I prefer to keep around me. People that not only are around for the fun, but they're around for the, stuff is real right now type moments. So keep that in mind. You want people that's going to always be in your corner, people that's going to support you and help you, but at the same time motivate you, and help you to become who you want to be. So we're not looking for just turn up partners. We're looking for people that's really going to make an impact in your life. And keep in mind, you may not talk to these people every day. I don't talk to my friends every day, not all of them at least. I talk to somebody every day, but it's not everybody at the same time. But you got to be okay with that. Okay. So for those of you who are on a journey of looking for friends and starting meeting new people and starting relationships, my prayers are with you. I pray that you find what you're looking for. I pray that you set a solid group of people that love you and care about you and only want the best for you, and who will hype you up and geek you up and make you feel like the highest thing in the world, because that's what you deserve. You deserve people like that. You deserve friends who gon', yes, sis, yes, bro, okay. You need them people, and they mean it. They're not just saying it. They dead serious. You need friends you ain't gotta beg to support you. You need friends you ain't gotta, ask to help. They already know. If you need help, they there. You need friends who gonna check up on you. You need friends who not just there for you when you got something. When you got money, here they go. When you don't, they ain't nowhere to be found. Okay. You need friends that can reciprocate. Friends that don't mind coming to get you in the middle of the night if your girl put you out, or your man put you out, whoever. These are the type of friends I'm talking about. Friends that's gonna be there for you, but at the same time tell you, yo, you really effing up. Okay, you are losing sight of what needs to be done, and I need you to get back on track. Those are kind of friends that you want to keep around. Okay. So hopefully you take something from that. All right. Hey, yo, I'm Tisha. This is Lipstick Diaries podcast. I thank you all for tuning in. This was the first episode. I got episodes with people that I'm interviewing, and I got a lot of different topics that I wanted to cover in this season. That's a little bit more turned up than the last season. I'm really open for suggestions. If you have something that you like to hear me talk about, I'm definitely down for that. I don't mind researching. If it's something I'm not really knowledgeable on, I tell you, like, I don't really know much about that, but I'll do my best. Send in questions, send in thoughts, send in whatever. I'm here. I'm here to listen. This podcast is not. I'm not here to talk to myself every day. I hope someone's listening and I say something that someone can relate to. So if it's something you want me to touch base on, please feel free to send it to me. Okay. So you can catch me on Instagram at @_ I am Tisha Official. I also have @Lipstick Diaries Podcast on Instagram. If you want to email us at lipstickdiariespodcast@gmail.com. And we love to hear from you, okay? But this is episode 1. I thank you for tuning in, and I guess I will see you guys next week.